Welcome to Knight Treasure Trove. This is, with 1,000 billion trillion % honesty, one of my favorite video games I've ever played in my life. And we're going to talk about that all the way through this Let's Play. This is not one game, by the way. This is 4 separate games all put together. Technically like 5 or even 6 games put together, but I love the Shovel Knight game so much. I loved it when it was just Shovel Knight. I loved it when they added Spectres of Torment, then Plague of Shadows, and then I don't actually remember what King Knight's DLC is called, but this game means so much to me on such a personal level. And it's just a fantastic game in both visual design, sound design, like level design, character design, story. Everything about this game is just infinitely well done. I cannot speak its praises enough. This is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I've been playing this game for almost 10 years now, actually. I think 2015 or 2016 I bought this game for the first time on my Nintendo 3DS. My metallic flare red and black Nintendo 3DS. I bought this game on a fucking whim. I was like, I think it was like $5 or $6 on sale, and I was like, yeah, why not? I'll just grab it. After selecting Solarch, I'm excited, man. I can't speak. After selecting start game, we can pick a profile. The profiles have entirely nothing. It's just profiles. I'm gonna pick between 4 characters: Shovel of Hope, Plague of Shadows, Spectre of Torment, or King of Cards. It is King of Cards. I thought so. This series is starting off with Shovel of Hope. It is actually not my favorite of the Shovel Knight games. Although I love it, I do think Shovel of Hope is probably the worst of the Shovel Knight game. However, you can imagine that my name is going to be Toxix. I don't spell Toxix. But yeah, you can name yourself whatever the hell you want, including numbers and whatnot. Now, body swap mode is something that wasn't always there, at least not on the Switch version. It eventually got added to it, but body swap mode will allow you to change the bodies and dialogue of any of the characters in the main cast. You can change them from male to female. You can change their text from being male presenting to female presenting to having none. And that's nice. It allows you to create whatever you feel, any headcanon, any way that you feel about a certain character that you want is awesome. There's random, so it'll pick whatever in any order of them. There is default, so it'll put it to what the basics are. And there is opposite, which would put things to the opposite of what they normally are. So Shovel Knight, instead of being a male, will be a female. Shield Knight, instead of being a female, will be a male. I'm going to go with default, but you can completely customize this to your liking. The text options will say he or her, or he, him, she, her if you go with male or female, or they or them if you go with the circle here for non-binary, or just non-specified. But, with that being said, we are going to create 4 different save files to go over not everything in this game, but this series is not done until I have 100% this game. So with that being said, let's start the adventure with Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope. Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Shovel Knight and Shield Knight. But their travels together would end at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic. When Shovel Knight awoke, the tower was sealed, and Shield Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Shovel Knight went into a life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now, the tower is unsealed, and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. Strike the earth! I have been waiting years to do this, dude! I mean that. I 100% mean that. I have waited an actual, like, 6+ years to want to do a Let's Play on this fucking game. I love Shovel Knight, but I didn't own it. I was like, I truthfully mean this. I believe the Switch version of this game is the absolute best way to play it. I think it looks the best. I think the feel of it is the best. Even though effectively everything is the exact same, just the handheld version of the Switch playing this game is so much better in my opinion, playing it on a TV or a screen or the DS. I think it's so much nicer. Though the DS is great, the screen is a bit too small. It's not as fun. But yes! I have genuinely been waiting so long to play this game. This game, I already said it earlier, means so much to me. This game is a basic platformer side-scroller type game. You play as Shovel Knight, our hero in blue, like a little boy doing a little shimmy, like a little friend. We can use our basic digging attack. We have some gold which you can collect from digging up mounds and defeating enemies, as well as finding secrets. We have items and magic, and we have 4 life to start off. As you can see in the top right, there is an indicator for boss. Ooh, why do they only have 6 life? No idea. They never only have 6 life. That's just kind of there. I actually just think it's a fun little UI choice to leave the boss health bar on the screen instead of leaving it black. But yes, let's go through and just have a good time. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day so far. I can tell you right now, my day is fan-fucking-tastic now that I'm finally playing this game. I genuinely have wanted for so long to get a capture card and a better computer, which hopefully will be done by the end of the summer, which I believe this series should be uploading, if I'm correct, around the end of the summertime. Depends on when Persona 5 Tactica finishes. I haven't finished editing that. I'm working on the DLC right now, but I wanted to start recording the next series. This game is so good, and oh my god, I know that you're about to watch me play through just about everything in this game, but there are definitely secrets that I probably don't even know about, or references or Easter eggs, things like that I'm just not familiar with. But I can never recommend enough that you play this game yourself. It is on sale constantly. I believe it's like 30 Canadian dollars right now, which is a fucking... Honestly, I would happily pay it's like $94 for a game after tax, for me. I would happily pay that for this game, because I know what this game is and because I've bought it several times, but I love this game so fucking much. I own it on my DS, I own it on my Switch. I had to buy it on my DS again because I got a different DS and I didn't know my eShop account stuff. I love it! I love it so fucking much! Truthfully, I could go over every single enemy name, but I think that's a lot of information that you guys just don't care about because it doesn't really matter, and something that you will find out eventually on your own. I could have talked about the fact that there are breakable walls, but this is an old school game. Everything that you see is probably interactable with in some capacity. How do we get past here? Well, we just thought that I could break that wall. Let's try this one. Slime! Oh my fucking god, dude. I played through this on PlayStation the other day. And I mean the other day, I played through the entire game in, I think it was around 7 hours or so. And like 4 of that was me just sitting with the game open, doing other shit on my computer. But yeah, this game is super fucking stunning. But I genuinely believe it looks best on Switch. If we look over here, there is clearly a crack in the wall. So let's smack it with our shovel and go left. And there is the very first collectible in the game. Let's dig up the mound. Just get as much gold as we possibly can. Find some gems. And look at that, music sheet. Music sheets are collectibles. Every stage has at the very least 2. Every main stage has at the very least 2. Not every stage has guaranteed at least 2. Some have 1, some have none, depending. But usually 2 is the minimum, is the amount that they have. I love pogoing in this game. If you have played Hollow Knight before, I guarantee you are going to love this game as well. It is just such a movement-based game. You can explore however the hell you want. But Shovel Knight's movement is a little bit more restricted than some of the other versions of the playable characters are in this. You absolutely do not have to dig everything. You do not have to collect as many things as you want. You can go through this game without even... You can actually go through this game without killing a single enemy. It is entirely possible. Because the bosses in this game don't get killed. You can do a completely pacifist run of this game if you want to. But I'm hungry, so give me the chicken. I don't know what noise that was, and truthfully I feel ashamed of myself for making it. But that is a checkpoint, and our first one in the game. However, this is an unbreakable checkpoint. No matter what we do, we cannot get rid of it. And oh boy, playing this game so close to a screen, difficult. Very difficult, to be honest. I am so close to the bright flashing lights of the screen. It's taking everything to not sing along to the music, especially because I'm aware that there's a delay in the audio. But yeah. I love the sound design in this game so much. I love the visual design. I just love everything about Shovel Knight so fucking much. A second paper! Thank you very much. I want to ask you guys in the comments below, have you played Shovel Knight before? 2 of you actually made it a point to say, I want you guys to watch the series, but 2 of you I know definitely have played Shovel Knight before at the very least. But if you haven't played Shovel Knight, please give it a try. You will not go wrong. This game is so much fun and it's so satisfying to play regardless of whether or not you've seen the game itself. The actual movement and just gameplay is so much fun. Regardless of whether or not you've seen someone play it or know the entire story, know all the secrets, know everything about this game, watch the 100% playthrough, it is never going to be the same as actually playing it yourself. I cannot recommend it enough. This is one of the best video games of all time and one of my absolute favorites of all time. Just a fantastic game through and through. Gonna avoid the little wyvern buddy here. Man, there's really like, there's so much that I can talk about that I kind of don't want to, because I'd like to save it for a different episode, being as it's a bit more personal stories and whatnot about this game. But I genuinely I almost died. I wonder if we can do the first stage without taking any damage. Usually doing that without any items is a bit hard, but it's definitely possible. I can do. I'm excited, man. I wonder when this is gonna, because I can start editing this whenever the hell I want, but I wonder when this is gonna get uploaded. Also, if you're wondering why I break every single dirt block, I just like doing it. We're mining and crafting. Minecraft. Ain't that right, Steve? Okay, let's grab the gem. Like those fucking mobile game ads, which are like meant to replicate the person actually playing the game, but just never are. It's like, wow, let's jump on the wyvern. Okay, we made it. We just made it. All right, we want to go for the blue gem or the green gem. We go for the blue gem. I'm gonna go for the green gem, and then they just die. It's like, oh man, I should have done the thing that was easier. I love this game so much, man. It's so fucking satisfying, and the music is just, it never gets tiring. I'm sure to some it might, but for me, never ever get bored of Shovel Knight music. Love it so much. Would use it in videos too, but it's a certain aesthetic and theme, I think, that it fits well. And we have actually made it to the end of the stage without getting hit. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later. The cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress. And her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel! Oh, dude, the laugh is so good! I want to, if possible, defeat Black Knight here without taking a single hit of damage. I'd love to complete an entire stage. No! We already fucking took damage! I wanted so badly to complete an entire stage without taking damage. Alright, Black Knight. Take your beam blast. Take your beam blast? Yeah, take your beam back. I love it because it's like such an early video game thing of just hit the attacks back at the enemies. It's a beautiful, like, I think this is 32-bit. I could be incorrect. It might be 18-bit or 16-bit, is it? 8-bit, 16, 32, 64, I think is what it is. I could be incorrect. One hit! Only one hit the whole stage! But we got the feat I'm alive! Which is for not dying through an entire stage. Man, if I didn't get hit there, we would have gotten like 3 more feats! Ah! Black Knight runs off. Like I said, they don't die. You could completely play this game pacifist if you want to. And listen to the music, dude! It's so fucking good! And just so beautiful. Yacht Club just never misses with their art styles. I think they have 2 other games. Shovel Knight Dig, and there's a different one that I don't know if that's a Shovel Knight game, but also just a stunning game. Catch her. Shield Knight! Shield Knight, please! And we're dead. Yay! We saved the wife! So good, man. Look at the boy. He's having a nightmare. He wants to wake up. Big jump! Only you can prevent forest fires. So if you're wondering, feats are effectively achievements. They're their own games versions of achievements. Although the PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam version of this game, every feat is also an achievement on those platforms, which is pretty cool. This is the first area. We just completed the plains. If you press the square button or the X button or Y button on the Switch, I believe, it will show you how many music sheets you've collected here. We can see our total health, our character icon on the bottom left, the gold we have, and we can see that we have more than one music sheet by the fact that it's flashing red. If we only had one, it would simply be the normal beige or yellowish black and the black music sheet. Let's go ahead to the village. We cannot move anywhere else from here. If you see in the top left, it says co-op. By pressing this, we can activate co-op. Dakota, do you want to I'm just kidding. He would never. Unfortunately, he would never. I also don't have the space to do so, but I would love to play this game co-op. I wish Shovel Knight had online co-op so badly. And I don't believe there's any more support for the Shovel Knight games, but if Yacht Club Games ever came back to it and added online co-op to this game, you can bet your ass I would actually pay money just to do that. I would get Brian or Malek so fucking fast on Shovel Knight. Just do whatever. Although it would only really work for base Shovel Knight and not any other games, it would still just be an awesome experience. However, co-op actually works a little bit differently for this version, or for the Switch version of the game. For the Nintendo Switch version of the Shovel Knight game, you actually need a Shovel Knight amiibo. Any of them. I believe there's 6 or 7 Shovel Knight amiibos. There's Spectre Knight, Plague Knight, King Knight, Shovel Knight Silver, and I believe Shovel Knight Gold, which is 6. I could be wrong about that. Although there might actually be 5. I might have just miscounted. Well, 6 if there is a gold one. I don't recall. But you need an amiibo for it. Unless I'm entirely mistaken, you definitely used to need an amiibo to activate co-op mode on the Switch. But that's just not necessary on the PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, or PC versions. The 3DS version does not have co-op or any amiibo functionality. Because we cannot move anywhere, let's simply enter the village. Halt! No weapons! We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh. That's no weapon, just a shovel. You may enter then. And don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. Well, cause no trouble, warrior. Hey, buddy. Cookies and apples can restore your life. I just found this out, so I'm telling everyone. There is a lot of useful information from NPCs. There's also a lot of non-information from non-NPCs. Like, what is this one? Some knights may look down on your choice of weapon, but between us, I dig it. This game is full of puns, too. I fucking love it. And also weird horse people. I hate it. I fucking hate it. If you're getting stressed out, try fishing. You'll never know what you'll catch. Oh, hello, goodly bard. How are you? Hail, traveler. I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you. Handsomely, in fact. Whoa! You have 2 music sheets! Magnificent! Would you take 500 gold for each of them? Oh, yes, I would. Wonderful! Let's see here. Oh, you found the rifle. Black Knight has fine musical taste. Should have studied composition, but then I suppose I'd be the one with the rifle. Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. This game, you can come to Bard at any point in time in this village. Hail, Shovel Knight, hero of music. What can the humble Bard do for you today? And you can ask him to play a song based on any of the music sheets you've earned so far. Splendid! What would you like to hear? We have number 1, the main theme. Number 2, Steal Thy Shovel. Boom, boom, boom. Shovel Knight sounds so formal, you should choose a nickname. All of these have lovely little flavor text, and they're all very sweet and cute and fun, just enjoyable. That's the motto of this game, in my opinion. I think the motto of every Yacht Club game, to be honest, is just make it fun. And so few games do it as well as they do. Then we have One Fateful Night, the story we heard, Decisive Blow. I actually don't know where this is played. Where is Decisive Blow played? Is this from Showdown? I don't know, but if you don't, let me know in the comments. I'm actually super curious. We're not covering Showdown in any capacity, by the way. I'll explain it a little bit later, but we're just not going to be doing that. And then this is the town theme. So we'll just put it back. This is Molly. Oh, you've got a pretty face. You should come visit often. That's it. That's fucking it. We have our main shop here. Let's talk to our little goat friend. Decisions. Should I extend my magic or my health? Or just eat a tin can? Why not buy a meal ticket and help narrow my options? No! Very well. I shall continue to weigh my options. A technician such as myself should continue to consider... My good man! He is the gastronomer. Pottage and poultry, mutton and meat. Your maximum health will increase if you eat. Bring a meal ticket and I'll whip up a feast. Goatician might have some now. Now where is that sly beast? Well, there's Goatician down there, and who are you? Want more use of your relics? Oh yes, of course. I can increase your magic, some magic. Could... Oh, but no relics yet. What? I can't. You had to find some relics. Chester, down the ladder. He always has the weirdest things. Wait, what was I doing? Well, Mr. Goatician. Actually, you know what? I'll come back to you in a second. Let's go talk to Mr. Chester. Oh. You got a whole bar back here. I wonder what kind of ale they serve. Juice made. Not ale at all. Ah, a new face. Dancers, acolytes, witches, goats. Everyone's welcome in here. Hello. Oh, that Spectre Knight. If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. Oh, woe is me. The king of nothing. Not to rule but my lone bastard. King Knight sits on Pridemoor's throne? That gilded goon, he'll get his soon. Grandma Swamp, dabble, trouble, soil and shovel. My third eye knows your useless infos. Excavatio, the number of dig piles you've dug is 7. Araminfosia, the amount of gold you collected is 6,137. Thanator refutatum. Well, the number of times you've fallen in battle is 0. Temporum pepututa, the total number of time you spent adventuring is 1802. I magically see all of your acts. Come back again for more useful facts. Thanks for helping me, kindly witch. I am not a witch! Well, we have our 2 quests. Defeat Spectre Knight in return and defeat King Knight in return. Frog!
Hey, Double Knight, I know things are enough, but don't go in the towel.
Hello, Trouble Acolyte. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Trouble King. Oh, you've never heard of the Trouble King? Half trout and half apple? Pronounced like mouthful? Trouble? He's one of the forest gods, here to help those in need. I'm telling the truth, damn you! If you ever visit the sacred grotto, hold your chalice aloft, and the Trouble King will appear. As it happens, I have been entrusted to sell chalices. Why are they grey? I never noticed that text is grey. To believers! Would you like one? No! Not yet, anyways. Chester, baby! Say, blue guy, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today. Why not have a look? I love fishing! We got our first purchase! Oh my god, guys, that's our credit card. Let's also get Chaos Spears. These are called Curios. By pressing triangle or up in triangle, depending on what your controls are set to, you can actually use Curios by spending a little bit of magic. We can fish, which does take magic. Eventually, Shovel Knight will do whatever, but that doesn't work just on solid ground. What's going on here? Pay attention to your environments. I cannot recommend it enough. There are so many secret areas in this game that you will have to learn and find on your own. Eventually it becomes a hell of a lot easier, but Mr. Goatician, I'd like to buy a meal ticket, please. Why, thank you, my good man. A meal ticket? Hand it to me. I'll get to work on my best recipe. My voice changed. I'll dazzle your palate in no time or less. So bon appetit and pardon the mess. Also, this is my first time ever listening to the full Shovel Knight soundtrack. I've never played this game with audio on, or I played it with audio on, but never with headphones in. And doing so with headphones in right now, pretty fun. Oh, you have a music sheet. Please accept 500 gold as a reward. Wonderful. Let's see here. Oh, you found the local happenstance. Last week I was barred from the juice bar. What are you, some kind of bartender? Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. Well, with the 1,800 gold we now have, I could talk to the Goatician and buy another meal ticket for 4,500, which I cannot afford. But I can spend 1,500 on the truffle chalices that we saw before. I've said truffle for almost a decade. So saying truffle, like mouthful, and not truffle, like I've been doing, is very weird. So I'm just going to stick with Trouble. Doesn't make sense to me. But we can now continue forward. Hoop, buddy. Yummy, yummy.
Wow, Mr. Knight, nice stick. Come on, let's play.
Is that a fucking deer? Hedgehog Wizard, how are you? Hedge Farmer, sorry.
Are you really the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt.
If you say so, good sir.
I don't know. If you kept digging.
Oh my god, you're the real Shovel. I love him. He's so fucking cute, dude. He's just so cute.
Wow, incredible. You really are Shovel Knight.
Oh, little buddy, you want to play? Let's play. You want to play? Let's play. Let's just bounce around for a little while. We can directly control the direction that it goes in. Oh, we've elected the achievement Hooper, which you get for bouncing on this hoop for more than 5 seconds. That's so fun, Mr. Knight. Little Mr. Goat Wizard Man. Shovel Knight. Many trials await you. Don't despair. May each defeat strengthen your resolve. Why do you run in slow motion?
I'm the fastest.
That was not the voice I meant to give you, but it is what it is. Sorry, lady, but I saw a music sheet and some money. Now, could maybe go buy another truffle sheet. Oh, actually, no, I can't. Only 687. After we complete an area, we can now go from there and move in any direction. Pridemore Keep is the lair of the King Knight. We cannot move in any direction from his home. We can only move directly up to it, or if we go here, directly right, because that's the direction we came from. There's also the Truffle Pond, and the Lichyard, lair of Spectre Knight. I am going to go up to Pridemore Keep, lair of King Knight. No steal thy shovel? Or who's ready to dig? Every single level in this entire game has different music. Different subsections of levels also have different music. And I love the way the game plays with parallax backgrounds and stuff. It's so nice. However, you might notice this. I don't see it right now, but it's entirely possible it'll happen at any random time. I don't know if it's because of my TV, but both the PlayStation 4 and 5 version of this game randomly have screen tearing, where the parallax background, the very far off one, will sometimes just have random spots of black that phase through the menu. It's really weird. But like I said, I believe the Switch version is the definitive version of this game. That problem doesn't exist there. So, why would we go forward when we can go back? There is a little secret area. Not always, but there are sometimes. And there's also a hole. Let's use our fishing rod. I almost called that a hoop. Couldn't speak for a second. By pressing up and square with Shovel Knight, we can immediately use our fishing rod. Now we just wait patiently until we catch something. Hey, a goldfish! That is worth a fair bit of money. Hey, a music note. Is there anything else here, I wonder? Let's see. There's some statues. These are called gold armors. We can just kind of smack the shit out of them. But, we can also break this for a little bit more money and for Yacht Club to get some true love in. Because they deserve it. They 100% deserve it. Something that I'm going to say a lot about this game is no matter what your playstyle is, there are only 2 things in this entire game that are ever forced upon the player. Or 3 things, I suppose. Jumping, swinging your shovel, and doing a shovel bounce or shovel hop. No other mechanic in the game is forced. You never have to talk to any NPC other than the knight at the beginning of that stage and the NPC and the bosses, but you never have to go out of your way to talk to an enemy. You never have to go to a level you don't want to go to other than the ones with the main bosses. You never have to explore a side level if you don't want to. You never have to go collect any amount of money if you don't want to. You can play as slow as you want or as fast paced as you want, and it's fantastic. The beginning stage is so good as well because it teaches you there are secret walls. There are little buttons you can break. Some of them don't look like it. Like that over there didn't look like we could break the wall. But you smack it and something happens. It also teaches you how to do a shovel hop because there's no way to move on without doing so. So it just literally puts you in a situation where you are told you're going to learn the game. And it's such a simple game. There's really only 3 buttons. Square, X, and triangle. Or up and square, depending on what control scheme you're working with. Also L and R and the select button, star, all that stuff. But you can see your gear. These are all the relics, and that means you can probably estimate how many spaces there are based on the fact that there are 6 spaces here. So 6 times 2 is 12, 6 relics. And with our gear, we have the shovel blade. This unusual weapon requires great skill to master. The stalwart plate, your original armor, simple but sturdy. Our health capacity, which has been increased by 1. We don't know what this is yet, but we can make the assumption it's the magic capacity. Music sheets, 8 out of 46. We have 2 to return. And meal tickets, which we can return with the gastronomer to increase our health permanently. I don't actually recall what these are called, but I believe their names are beetles. We can just bully them. Just 100% bully them. But it's great. Just another section where it's like, hey, this is a mechanic that you're going to need to do to get used to the game. Use your pogo. You don't necessarily have to, but it's a smart idea too, because it's a good way to get you used to it. This game is so well thought out because at any point in time, you can explore by doing whatever you want. You're never forced to really do anything other than just swing your shovel or pogo, and it's just fucking amazing. I love everything about it. There is no conformity in this game. Play however you like, explore however you explore however you want to explore, as fast as you want to, as slow as you want to. It's a fucking 10 out of 10 game in every capacity. It is beautiful, man. Like, this is genuinely when I say this is one of the best video games of all time, I mean this sincerely. So much thought and love and passion went into this game. And it is so visible in every fucking screen, and every animation, and every movement. It's just great. There is such a love letter to video games and the history of stories and shit. It's fucking fantastic, man. That is a whiz robe. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Zelda. If I recall correctly, the name is Wisdom. Pretty sure that's the name of these guys. But you can deflect the magic at them, or you can just bounce on them or swing on them, however you want to. I am a murderer, as we have made very clear. If you've watched my channel before, I'm an absolute sociopath, so I like killing enemies in Minecraft specifically. And yeah, there are times where you are going to be behind objects, so pay attention, jump around a little bit. There was a gem behind that. You might miss some secrets if you don't pay attention. Our little gold armor friend is in front of us, so we will use our Chaos Spear to attack him from above and behind all at once. No, we don't have to, but it's a cool little boss fight arena, and I love it a lot. Yes, sir. We are now out of magic, which means we cannot use it. Bit unfortunate, but hey, Mantis Lords. Oh, I kind of want to play Hollow Knight again, actually. Maybe I'm just in a knightly mood right now. Sometimes you will have to use enemies to your advantage. There's no way to get up here otherwise. Well, not right now, anyways. You can come back if you want that 50 gold, I suppose. This is not a checkpoint as you saw before. This is a checkpoint, but the ones we saw in the plain stage were all completely untouchable. This one, however, is fragile. It is now cracked. If I were to take one more swing at it, I would break this checkpoint, making it so it's no longer something that I can use to respawn if I should die. But it does offer a bit of money. So depending on your playstyle and skill level, it could absolutely be worth it to smash every checkpoint you see. If you complete a stage and break every checkpoint in it, upon returning to that stage, I am pretty confident that those checkpoints will still be broken. However, if you leave some checkpoints and complete a stage, but break 1 or 2, those checkpoints will all be respawned back to normal on the next one. If I am wrong about that, feel free to make any correction. This is the information from what I recall and from how many years I've been playing this game. But hey, look, a little rotating door. What a fun little thing. It's fit perfectly for a goodly knight. Say a goodly knight has browned his trousers. Just absolutely. Hey, in the village or... did you shit yourself? What the fuck? In the village or out in the field, I have all the deals. You're not gonna believe what I just found in this chest. Wanna see? A flare wand! We can make fire! Make boom boom. I love this shit, man. Fucking Pridemore Keep, such a beautiful stage. Which is weird, because it's all really just gold. Like, everything here is just absolutely gold. So, is the pride just gold? Is it a pun? Or prideful because we have more? Is it shaming people of money? I don't know. But I love it. Why the fuck did... what the fuck? My friend just put me in a Discord call. Cool. Let's go left. There are going to be many times where you will find multiple passageways in this game. And there are going to be many times when they are not accessible if you break everything down. But right now it is accessible, so let's go through. And let's defeat this Wisdom. Oh, his magic canceled out mine. But it's cool. I like that you get some abilities that are similar to the enemies that you get. Let's get you out of the way. And jump on up. Well, like I said, there's a lot of secrets in this game that are just straight up hidden. It's going to take some time to find them, but I'm sure you can if you just look for them. Hey, look, it's the ladder from the room we were just in. But what's over here? Never mind, I don't want to be here anymore. Can I go home, please and thank you, sir? Well, with the Flare Wand, we can get rid of enemies quickly, especially those jousting bastards who can come at you real fast and real hard. Behind each of these curtains is 5 gems. Nice, a little bit of money. I am not a pussy, I'm not a coward, I'm not afraid. I don't think I've even taken damage at this stage. So I'm very confident that I can just go through absolutely everything without taking damage. I lied. I completely lied. Actually, I wonder if there is a way over the griffin without taking damage. Well, let me see. Out of curiosity. Let me not die. I don't have life for this. Let's be smart. I know I just said I don't have life for this, but I don't care. Not necessary. There's also a very forgiving amount of, what do you call it? I think it's called, is it called Coyote time? Roadrunner time? What is it called? It's the old comic, or the old cartoon thing, where, I think it's called Coyote time, where Wile E. Coyote would run off a platform and just be floating in the air for a little bit before he recognized that he was going to fall to his death. And this game has a fair bit of that. It's pretty generous with the amount of time that you have before you'd be off of a platform where you can still jump. But also, Shovel Knight's just on a platform longer than you'd expect. Right now, it may not look like I can jump from there, and I can't. Once I'm falling, I cannot. But you, based on the running animation, are no longer on this platform, which is why it looks like you have a lot of Coyote time. And it's good. It's well designed. I like it a lot. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't give enough credit, to be honest. Ah, fuck. I am very close to death. I want to not restart an entire stage, preferably, so let's be smart here. Let's fuck! Oh my god. If that was my first death, oh, comment down below. Let me know how many deaths you think I'm gonna have, actually, in this entire series. We'll do it at the end. It'll actually just say at the end of the game how many times we died, but I'm curious. I believe in the playthrough I did where I was just mucking about, I had around 47 at the end of the series, at the end of the game, so let's be smart a little bit. Is there food anywhere? There is some food right there. Allegedly. We don't actually know what's in that. But let's get rid of the exploder rats. Apple! Nice. I'll take 3 hearts. 3 full hearts is pretty damn good. And again, if you want money, which is absolutely necessary for a lot of things in the game, you should probably go look around and just make sure you're exploring the right things. But, I don't need money. I'm rich. And I'm built different. My god, dude. I fucking love Pridemore Keep music. Actually, who was the actual composer of this game? I don't think I know the composer's name. I can fall through this, but I can't jump up. Shovel Knight. Was I just in the perfect frame to fall through this? Never mind. All right. Well, I don't need to kill you anyways. You get to live today, only because I said so. Hey, a secret. Maybe I shouldn't have broken that checkpoint. But there's a music note. Let's be a little bit smart about it. Alright. Make sure we don't die, because I don't want to have to go back through the entire stage. If you die without any checkpoints, you respawn at the very beginning, as you could probably imagine. This is a magic book. By smacking it or hitting it, we can immediately spawn in some other books to jump around with. I think it's awesome. And Fleetos are cool. Just a fun little enemy design. Oh, a trouble! Wait, voice for fish. No I'm being an absolute dumbass, but it's fun. Ichor of Boldness. There are 3 Ichor types, and Ichor of Boldness grants you invincibility for 10 seconds. Great for those tough spots. You only get to use it one time before it disappears, though. But your chalice will never disappear, just a drink inside of it. Let's take our opportunity to run. Bounce on this a little bit more. Wait for the pots to go down. And pogo! Nice. This game is all about timing. And just being smart. And it's fucking fantastic, man. Chicken! Do you guys like chicken? Actually, that's a real question. I'm not the biggest chicken guy, to be honest. Like, I've gotten better with it. I like chicken more than I used to, but I didn't always like chicken. There are a lot of booby traps in this game. A lot of items, shit like that. Will just... I don't want it. Do I just... Do I just run through you? Well, I've already taken damage. I've already taken a fair bit of damage, so I don't need to worry about that. I don't believe that... Oh, I suppose there is. If I stand here, you're invulnerable here, so then you just jump across. So you can make it past. That's interesting. Well, we've killed every other checkpoint in this stage, so why bother with the last one? Might as well get rid of it forever. And then we can actually check to see if every checkpoint does stay gone. An interloper is in our midst. Be gone from our throne room, knave. I'm no more an intruder than you. You aren't even a real king. Oh, but you're mistaken. The enchantress saw me from my fabulously regal self, and now all bow before me. You're not but a decadent dandy. Prepare to taste justice in the form of a shovel. Shovel justice! Silence! Hee-haw! Oh, wow. I actually just barely didn't get hit by that. I'm so genuinely surprised. I'm hoping... No! I hate the confetti attack. The confetti attack is so dangerous. I don't have any... No! Oh, please! Yeah! No hit balls! Untouched, baby! That green confetti actually despawned at such a random time. I don't know if I hit it. I don't know what I did there. But the confetti attack does do damage. And I wanted to beat a boss without taking damage. I was really hoping I could do it in the first episode. Yeah, buddy! King Knight has been usurped! Oh, I love the dream sequences so much. Just go to sleep. It's so peaceful. It's such a nice little break. An opportunity to get a little bit more money. Just relax. Take in your victory. Nice little bit of rest. And okay, as we can see, the locked gate is gone, but also a gold armor has appeared on the map. Our Pridemore Keep is clear. We collected both music sheets from it, and with 69.26, well, might as well go fight the gold armor too. No reason not to. This is no... I almost died. This is known as an enemy stage. I'm actually curious what's... I've already asked a few questions for the comments, but I'm curious what stage will be the first one that I die on or lose a life on. That enemy, thank God for those iframes. When in a chest or talking to an NPC, you have complete iframes. At least in Shovel Knight, you do. I believe in King Knight, you can get taken out of iframes, but it's nice. Let's actually go back into Pridemore Keep, just out of curiosity. Oh, I don't think I destroyed this one, actually. Well, I know what I have to do. I want to look at where this Griffin's fire goes. Okay. No! Why did I get hit? I was mid-transition, bro. Well, there's a lot of transphobic people out there, so I guess that makes sense. Let's keep going and break this last checkpoint, and then King Knight shouldn't even be a challenge. But I actually 100% could have had that, man. I'm definitely not using this as an excuse to have more money than I should, by the way, but yeah. But also, this is a good chance for you to see. You can rematch any enemy you want at any point in time. You can literally just go through and do it. No problem at all. But yeah. They don't get harder or anything. You just fight the stage again. Get as much money as you'd like. The secrets and whatnot are not available to collect, though. So if you go back and you find the music sheets, they will be a hollowed out gray version instead. Oh, you can break the confetti. Get the point. and shovel something. I didn't actually see what the one was because the trophy went over it. Shovel economy. Nice. Which I believe is for destroying it, I believe. I'm pretty confident about this. That checkpoint should be broken because we completed the stage after having broken every checkpoint. Okay. Good to know I was incorrect about this. I would rather be incorrect about something and prove it wrong than just say something wrong the entire time. But the two trophies we got were Get to the Point and Shovel Economy. Shovel Economy is a trophy you get for swinging your shovel less than 20 times in the entire stage, and Get to the Point is a trophy you get for completing or for destroying every checkpoint in a stage and completing the stage. Now, this is my personal favorite thing from the entirety of Shovel Knight. And I mean this with 100% sincerity. But yeah, it is genuinely my favorite thing in the entire game right here. And 2 pieces of sheet music to find. I'm sure we can do that no problem. However, I'm going to pause for a second. Turn the music up. And I'm going to let you guys hear well, I should probably do this so you can hear me. I'm going to let you guys listen to the music in the stage for just a little bit. I'm still muted! Unfortunate! I turned the music down and didn't realize I was still muted on my microphone. I genuinely believe Spectre Knight's theme is the best song in the entire game. Add that enemy, just in that second area above the ladder to the right there, we actually got our first music sheet for the stage. But, I am still super into and always have been, like, the little cringe, oh my god, big weapon, scythes, skeletons and shit. I just think that shit's so cool, man. Always have been. Never been emo, never been goth, anything like that, but... well, my hair might tell you otherwise, based on the fact of how long it is. Some people might assume, oh, you're a goth with long hair. Are you frogging kidding me? Oh, I love that. What if I just started, instead of saying any bad words, aside from slurs, of course. Slurs are pretty no, hold on. No, relax. No. Aside from any swear words, just immediately go, you frogger. I love it. This is pitch black. Like, this stage is so fun. But this song that we're hearing right now, all I can hear in my head is the Brentofloss cover. It's so good, man. Like that you can just, like, there's so much culture and art in these games. There's actually, like, a decade of people in love with Shovel Knight, man. It's crazy to think about. I wonder what Yacht Club's... oh, wait, isn't there a new Shovel Knight, actually? Isn't that a thing? Am I incorrect, or is it a remaster of Shovel Knight? I don't recall what it is, but I'm pretty sure Yacht Club is working on something right now. I'm sure editing me might flash an infographic, and he's not putting an infographic on screen. There's no fucking way he's putting a picture of what it was, but I'm very confident that Yacht Club announced something relating to Shovel Knight will be happening within the next 2 years, I believe, or that they started development on something, which I'm pretty sure was just a Shovel Knight remake, but I don't think that would make sense, because this game's already amazing. I also love the red ones. When you knock their heads off, they go blind and they just run off. Dum bum 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 bum. Oh, parkour, dude. I honestly thought I was just dead. Okay, let's just make sure we're safe. Okay, now that we know where we are, just use the silhouettes of the clouds. There's so much potential for experiment and like your own play style. It's just awesome, man. And obviously we have to desecrate the dead. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I talking about? What if I get crushed? Nope, it just stops it. Fish! Aw, you fucker. I like that he just sits down. It's a little cross-legged, becomes a little rectangle. Press the button, found another Troupple! Wait, stay the high fork, Knight. I bring gifts from the Troupple King. Oh, but you can't carry anymore. Come find me again once you have a spare chalice. Because of course, each fish is gonna sound different. They're not the same fish. Actually. Well, the wind is clearly going. I didn't know if I was making that, to be honest. I want to use my Chaos Orbs here. There we go. Get rid of the frog. And we go down. We want to not jump up and get bounced up into the spikes, preferably. But let's go over. I fucking love the music in this stage, bro. Wait, I have murder for you. To invoke eerie vibes on a very scary night. There's a thunderclap and a moonlit flash. There's a very scary night with an equally scary sight. So get ready for a fight. The boom boom boom, the boom boom boom. This scary night aims to make you his bitch. I also love music, and just Rental Floss has always been such a fun force of just enjoyment in my life. Ever as a kid, man. Which I'm sure he's not watching this, but if you are, Brent, brother, love your stuff, man. Even to this day, I love your stuff. I listen to I Stardew all the fucking time. Chester! In the village or out of the field, I have all the deals. You're not gonna believe what I just found in this chest. Wanna see? A phase locket. Escape from all harm. Briefly. Now, who needs an invulnerability potion where I can just enter a different dimension? You just start talking differently. He's just in excruciating pain. Just, oh, a phase locket. Oh my god! Complete agony. I love that. That's so funny, actually. Okay, well, I need this skull over here, so can the frog please do a little... Well, no, I can make it over from the right side, but I want to see if the grave respawns. I believe they do. They do. Because the intended method is just bouncy and jump and smack. Although if that falls in the water, you do lose it forever, so obviously gotta be a little bit careful. More chest. Dum bum bum bum. Another music sheet. That's both. Awesome. Now, I actually don't know if the locations are a music sheet off the top of my head. I just like exploring in video games. Why'd that dog just off itself? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Go fuck yourself. I wonder how much money I can get by the end of this. I mean, there's a lot. You can get a lot of money in this game. But, I mean, realistically, because I'm going to be buying everything that you can buy in the game, how much money will I have at the end of the Let's Play? That's the question. Oh, yeah, I could have gone up. There's a secret passageway there if you just jump up. Well, I can make it, actually, because there's two of us here, so... As long as there's not still two, just that, bounce up, go over. And hey, fall down and die. Help, 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 help. Why am I stuck? I don't... Why did I think I would just fall to the platform there? Clearly something made me think that. I don't remember why I thought that. But you do over here, so... More money. And let's go down. You really can't go wrong with playing the Shovel Knight games. Doesn't matter which one you play and what order you play them in. Although, I will always stand by the statement that chronological order is the worst way to play them. Shovel Knight should probably be the first one. But I love all of them, man. Spectre Knight's just the fucking best. Spectre of Torment, specifically Spectre of Torment, because Shovel Knight was initially a game on its own, and then I believe it was because of the Kickstarter goals. I could be wrong. They might have just had the success of the game and decided to make more. I'm not too sure about all of that. They created DLC, being Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment, I'm pretty sure, is the second release. And after that became Plague of Shadows, and then after Plague of Shadows became King of Cards. And King of Cards is a very unique Shovel Knight experience. I was not on that platform at all. I should probably be dead. Oh my god. That was not as far down as I thought it was. I should probably be dead. I think Spectre of Torment specifically, because when I say I think Shovel Knight is one of the best video games of all time, I mean that sincerely. 1,000,000%. I mean that sincerely. But Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment, the Spectre Knight DLC, which is now just part of the base game, because you can only buy Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. I think that is one of the single most fun video games experiences I've ever had in my life. And it is, no matter how many times I replay it, no matter how many times I do New Game Plus or just play it on my own, just replay a level for fun, it always continues to be a fucking phenomenal experience. And part of that is just because look at this edgy floating flying bastard. He's so fucking cool. Why is he so cool? I fucking love him, bro. This is no place for the living mortal. I don't know what voice that is. I hurt my throat. This is no place for the living mortal. You shall be summoned when it is your time. And everyone has a time, as we saw with your beloved Shield Knight. Lies. I won't believe such talk from phantoms. Your very existence is a vile deception. The Enchantress is just full of surprises. She granted me new life, so that I may take yours. And look at this fucking music, dude. Just throws the fucking shield. Shield. That was the fucking scythe Captain America has. Oh gosh. Boomerang, which means that this one's going around back again to where he was. I'm like, yeah, I can obviously take less damage, but fuck that. I like getting hit. I like hitting. I don't like getting hit. Wait. No, I don't. Ow! And you go back down and around up to this one. You can do your little dash attack, right? Oh! Summon Skell! I hate that card. Just because of Fiendsmith. And now we're going to black. It's such a fun fight, man. Who the fuck you think you hitting? Calm down, Rufus. Who you fighting? Bitch. So in this game, actually, until the enemy and you have hit the floor, you can just move around after you kill them. With certain characters, it's a lot easier said than done. In Spectre Knight, you can literally infinitely continue your fights. You do not have to stop fights against certain characters, but it's very fun. Oh, we got a box too, dude. Hell yeah. Wonder if that's Shield Knight's chest. Or if we just robbed Spectre Knight's house. We very well might have. Shield! My love, my beloved Shield Knight, I will save you from the bats. This is the second save her stage and the first one to have enemies. These are a very good way to get money and a very good way to recover any lost gold that you have not had in stages. Although we still haven't died yet, so who knows if I'll ever even talk about lost gold. I definitely will. But for now, I'm just kind of... Shield Knight, please! Thank God I fall slower. I fall faster than her. Oh my God. I was not ready for her to wake up just then and there. But I think with that being said, we are actually going to call this video off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all had a wonderful day. And if you haven't, there's always the rest of your day. There's always tomorrow. Hey, a meal ticket. The day after that. So on and so forth. Things don't get better unless you let them, so give yourself time and things will improve. I promise. I love this game with my whole heart. I truly do. And this is one of those games where I can never, ever recommend enough that you, as a person, play. If you have a little sibling that's just getting into video games, this game can be hard at times, but let them play this game. This is a stunningly beautiful game, and they will realize it as they play through it, how much fun this is. If you haven't played it before, give it a try. Truly. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye-bye.